all over this movie. It's not quite over, but I couldn't wait any longer to say it. Today we're watching Good Will Hunting, starring Ben Affleck, Robin Williams, and of course Matt Damon. I believe for Ben and Matt, this is kind of like a breakout role for them, not only as actors, but as writers, which I think is a phenomenal accomplishment. So I'm excited to see what they created here, and of course, as always, it's a pleasure to see another Robin Williams performance that I've missed throughout my life. I believe this movie may involve math of some kind, or at least a prodigy of intelligence. And yeah, I don't know exactly what this is gonna entail, but I'm really excited to find out. So please hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this, and let's experience Good Will Hunting for the very first time. Wow, Matt Damon has no furniture. Sad.
I also put an advanced Fourier system on the main hallway chalkboard. And I'm hoping that one of you might prove it by the end of the semester. Former winners include Nobel laureates.
Good luck, class.
Fields Medal winners.
Wait, they're applauding at the end of a lecture? That doesn't happen, right? It was never my experience. All right, Matt Damon is checking out the equation in the hallway. So he works at the school, he doesn't attend. I can't imagine he can afford to attend, unfortunately.
Where you going? I'm gonna take off. It's like, what, 10 o'clock?
Oh, he's taking off because he can't get this one little problem out of his mind. And he's writing on the mirror.
Casey's bouncing up a bar at Harvard next week. We should go up there. What are we gonna do up there? Probably fit right in.
All right, so he's the smart one of his group, for sure.
I'm in your applied theories class. We're all up at the math and science building. Who proved the theorem?
Faster than he expected, and not by a student. I love it.
Who did this? Jack?
Wasn't me.
Nimish?
No way.
They all wish it was them. There's something so satisfying about watching like the underdog or the unexpected person succeed.
That kid used to beat the out of me in kindergarten.
That guy?
Yeah.
Hey, hold up, Jack.
Slow it down.
What do we got?
I don't know yet.
Oof. Man, the police got there really fast. Dang, Will! Will, you're overdoing it, my friend. Dang. Wow.
Without further ado, come forward, silent rogue, and receive thy prize.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in jail.
And there is a
Temporarily.
problem on the board right now that took us more than 2 years to prove.
I like the escalation.
When's your arraignment?
Next week.
Ah, but you can't stop him from doing the problem immediately. Oh, he's gonna get seen this time though.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
That's people's work. You can't graffiti here.
I like that they don't even assume he might have been doing the problem. That's so, I don't know what the right word is, elitist? Like, look at the board before you chastise him for graffitiing, dude. Oh, I hope you feel guilty now.
Bro, how many times are you gonna be to get fired from that job? I mean, how hard is it to...
He didn't technically get fired though.
So do you ladies,
Come here often?
do I come here? I come here a bit. I'm here, so I think I had a class with you.
Oh yeah? What class?
History.
What class did you say that was?
Yeah, there's no class there named history, I'm sure.
I remember that class. It was just between recess and lunch.
Yeah.
Why don't you go away?
My contention is that prior to the revolutionary
Does somebody make this guy like stop
the
talking?
economic model
Like, it's not cool to like make somebody else look stupid, even if they're less intelligent or less educated than you are.
You're gonna be convinced of that till next month when you get to James Lemon. Then you're gonna be talking about how the economies of Virginia and Pennsylvania
Nice.
were entrepreneurial and capitalist way back in 1740.
Will's here to put him in his place. I like it.
You dropped 150 grand on a education you could have got for $1.50 in late charges at the public library.
and you'll be serving my kids fries at a drive-thru on our way to a skiing trip.
But I mean, if you have a problem like that, I mean, we could just step outside. We could figure it out.
Oh man, there's no problem.
What's up, Will?
My boy's wicked smart. Do you like apples?
Yeah.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
I've heard people say that before. How you like them apples? I do not understand that reference, but
There is
it
a
was
lengthy
funny.
legal precedent, Your Honor, going back to 1789, whereby a
Wow,
defendant...
he's defending himself like a champ.
I'm also aware that you've been through several foster homes. The state removed you from 3 because of serious physical abuse. You know, another judge might care, but you hit a cop, you're going in.
Yep.
And he's been pushing it for a long time. He's using his phone call to call the girl.
I was wondering maybe we could get together sometime this week.
Sit out at a cafe, maybe
How?
have some caramel.
You're in jail.
There's no chance that you're pre-law, is there?
I disagree to release you. But under 2 conditions.
What are those?
First condition is that you meet with me every week. And the second condition is that you see a therapist.
I think that's more than appropriate. You've been through a lot, my friend.
And if you fail to meet with any of those conditions, you will have to serve time.
Ah, he jealous. Like, oh, I wanted lapdog privileges this month.
No more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
You're right.
Allie, who?
Do you find it hard to hide the fact that you're gay?
What are you talking about? What?
A difficult theorem can be like a symphony. It's very erotic.
Yikes. All the way around.
Hey, you know something? I can't do this pro bono work anymore. It's not worth it.
Look into my eye.
Get out, Will.
I don't need therapy.
That's enough, get out.
I think most of us need some level of therapy. Although there used to be much more of a stigma attached to it, so I can understand resistance.
Well, there is someone.
Who is he?
He used to be my roommate in college.
Trust. Very important in a relationship. It's
Yeah.
also very important in a clinical situation. Why is trust the most important thing? I mean, hey, if they don't trust you, you know, you're never going to get them to sleep with you. That should be the goal of any good therapist.
Joe.
Nail them while they're vulnerable. That's my motto.
Yikes.
Oh, good.
But trust definitely is applicable, because Will doesn't trust anyone so far, right? Although, I mean, you shouldn't joke about sleeping with your client any more than this professor should be sleeping with his students. Although I guess we haven't seen him sleep with them, I mean, but certainly he's trying. Patient, not client.
I think I got something
Couldn't think of
interesting.
the word patient.
What? You have to have blood in urine? What's up?
He's a bit defensive.
A bit.
I need someone who can get through to him.
Yeah.
Like me.
Oh, you're from the same
They
neighborhood.
share a background. Wow.
He's from Southie.
They're from the same neighborhood, that's all.
Boy genius from Southie. How many shrinks you go to before me?
Do you buy all these books retail, or do you send away for like a shrink kit that comes with all these volumes included?
Do you like books? Like art?
The linear and impressionistic mix makes it very muddled. That's not really what concerns me, though.
What concerns you?
Just the coloring. I think you're about one step away from cutting your hair off.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The sky's falling on your head, the waves are crashing over your little boat, the oars are about to snap. Maybe you married the wrong woman.
Maybe you should watch your mouth.
What happened?
He's interested. I think he's genuinely interested, at
Did
least.
she leave you?
Maybe he's just pushing. Whoa.
If you ever disrespect my wife again, I will end you.
Certainly a lack of professionalism there, but maybe that's what's needed to get through
Ladies, gentlemen.
to Will. Is he gonna give up on him too? I don't think so, because he's Robin Williams.
Thursday, 4 o'clock.
Yes.
Make sure the kid's here.
I can't wait to see what. I mean, that's their first interaction. I can't wait to see what future interactions are like. Also, I feel heavy for this guy, man. I mean, he seems to be a psychologist who is depressed. I'm thinking maybe he's gonna help Will, and Will's gonna help him too.
You know, I figured out at the end, my brain's gonna be worth $250,000.
I bet your parents were happy to pay.
I inherited the money.
Was Harvey getting all that money?
No, Stanford. I'm going there in June when I graduate.
I don't really date, that much. I'm very unfortunate. I think for me.
No, I was hoping for a kiss.
Well, I think we should just get out of the way now.
Why not? Food and everything.
I think I got some of your pickle.
Yeah, gross.
You again, huh?
Come with me.
Ooh, therapy field trip.
You've never been out of Boston. So if I asked you about art, you'd probably give me the skinny on every art book ever written. I bet you can't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel. If I ask you about women, you'd probably give me a syllabus of your personal favorites. But you can't tell me what it feels like to wake up next to a woman and feel truly happy.
And there is a difference between knowing from books and knowing from experience.
To have that love for her be there forever, through cancer. Sleeping sitting up in a hospital room for 2 months, holding her hand, because the doctors could see in your eyes that the terms visiting hours don't apply to you.
Wow.
You presume to know everything about me because you saw a painting of mine. You ripped my life apart. You're an orphan, right? Do you think I'd know the first thing about how hard your life has been? How you feel? Who you are? Because I read Oliver Twist.
Very good point. Very good comparison.
I don't give a about all that unless you want to talk about you.
Right.
Who you are. Then I'm fascinated. Your move, Chief.
I like that he just sits there, speechless.
I went on a date last week.
How'd it go?
It was good.
Going out again?
I don't know.
Why not?
I haven't called her.
Christ, you're an amateur.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't.
This girl's like perfect right now. I don't want to ruin that.
Maybe you're perfect right now. Maybe you don't want to ruin that. My wife used to fart when she was nervous.
She used to fart in her sleep. One night it was so loud it woke the dog up. She woke up and got like, "Oh, was that you?" I said, "Yeah, I didn't have the heart to tell her." Oh, God. She woke herself up.
Those are the things I miss the most. People call these things imperfections, but they're not. You're not perfect, sport. She isn't perfect either. But the question is whether or not you're perfect for each other.
It's a very different question.
Now, you can know everything in the world, sport, but the only way you're finding out that one is by giving it a shot.
You ever think about getting remarried?
My wife's dead.
That's a no.
Well, I think that's a super philosophy, Sean. I mean, that way you could actually go through the rest of your life without ever really knowing anybody.
Turns it around.
Time's up.
But at least he talked a little bit. Who's playing piano? Is it the girl? Is the girl playing piano? It is her.
Hello.
Hey.
She's just the best.
Where have you
Everything
been?
about her is like 10 out of 10.
Sorry, I've been really busy and but
Me too.
let me take you out again.
Oh, I can't.
Oh.
All right.
Oh no, I didn't mean I can't, like, ever.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, good.
Have you got lots of brothers and sisters?
Do I have a lot of brothers and sisters?
That's what I said.
Well, Irish Catholic. What do you think?
All right.
I'm leaning towards no, though.
I have 12 big brothers.
You do.
I don't believe him at all.
I'm lucky 13 right here. I'm living with 3 of them right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to meet them.
Why are you lying to her, man? It seems so unnecessary.
You ever wonder what your life would be like if you never met your wife?
Why? Because the pain I feel now? Oh, I got regrets, Will, but I don't regret a single day I spent with her.
Beautiful.
So when did you know, like, that she was the one for you?
October 21st, 1975.
Wow. Specific as heck.
That was Game 6 of the World Series. Biggest game in Red Sox history.
Yeah, sure.
Day of the game. We're sitting in a bar waiting for the game to start. And in walks this girl. It was an amazing game, though.
High fly ball on the left field line. 35,000 people on their feet. They charge the field.
Did you rush the field?
No, I
He didn't go.
was in a bar having a drink with my future wife.
You missed Pudge Fist's home run?
Oh, yeah.
Regrets it, nothing.
Just slid my ticket across the table and I said, "Sorry, guys, I gotta see about a girl."
I gotta go see about a girl.
So I'm not talking right now about some girl I saw at a bar 20 years ago and how I always regretted not going over and talking to her.
True. His experiences are good.
Nice to catch that game, though.
Experiences are
I
great.
was just gonna hit a home run.
But the people in our lives are what make it truly meaningful.
So, Skylar, thanks for coming by. Change my opinion of Harvard people.
Well, you don't want to rush to judgment on that one, because, you know, they're not all like me. Hey, wait a minute. You said we were going to see your place.
No, not tonight.
I want to meet your brothers.
No, we're gonna do that another
He's gonna get caught, man. Why would you lie?
Have you talked to him at all about his future? My phone's been ringing off the hook with job offers.
I don't really think he's ready for that.
He's not.
I'm not sure you understand, Sean.
Well, what don't I understand?
Oh, guys.
Lambeau's not interested in what's best for Will. He's interested in what's best for him, I think.
Can you imagine if Einstein would have given that up just to get drunk with his buddies in Vienna every night? We all would have lost something. This boy has that gift. He just hasn't got the direction, but we can give that to him.
Direction's one thing, manipulation's another.
Well,
all right?
Sean!
You have to let him find
Sean,
his
I'm not sitting at home every night twisting my mustache and hatching a plan to ruin this boy's life.
No, but you're trying to hurry him.
Why don't we give him time to figure out what he wants?
That's a wonderful theory, Sean. It worked wonders for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, you arrogant
I came here out of courtesy. I wanted to keep you on the loop.
Oh, nice to be in the loop.
The boy's in a meeting right now. I set up for him.
We've already offered you a position.
Nobody in this town works without a retainer, guys. You think you can find somebody who does?
Oh my gosh.
You want us to give you cash right now?
Your situation, for you, would be concurrently improved if I had $200 in my back pocket right now. Keep your ear to the grindstone.
See, this is exactly why Will is not ready.
You know, there are very smart people here at Harvard, and even they have to study because this is really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And yet...
It's effortless for him.
Beethoven, okay? He looked at a piano, and it just made sense to him.
But you can do my OChem paper in under an hour.
Right, well, I mean, when it came to stuff like that, I could always just play.
Wow.
I've been here for 4 years. And I've only just found you.
I mean, are you gonna leave? Go to Stanford and forget about him? Maybe he can go with you.
Will come to California with me.
There you go. I don't know he will. I hope he does.
You sure about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but how do you know?
I just want you to come to California with me.
I've got a job here.
If you don't love me, you should just tell me because it's such a... You live in this safe little world where no one challenges you and you're scared to do anything else because
Don't
that
tell
might
me
mean that
about
you
my
have to
world. Don't
change.
tell me about my world. I mean, you just want to have your little fling with, like, the guy from the other side of town. Then you...
Guy.
Why are you saying this?
Because it's what he
Father
believes.
died when I was 13 and I inherited this money. You don't think every day I wake up and I wish that I could give it back if it meant I could have one more day with him. But I can't. I want to give it a shot, and at least I'm honest with you.
What do you want to know?
Yeah.
That I'm a orphan? No,
Yeah.
you don't want to hear
I
that.
didn't know
no,
that.
you don't want to hear that. I
Do
got cigarettes put out of me when I was a little kid.
I do wanna
Don't
hear
tell
that.
me you want to hear that.
I love you. I want to hear you say that you don't love me.
I don't love you.
No! Keep lying, Will. You lie, you lie, you lie. I know you love her. I don't understand why you would do that. It's the wrong choice. Instead, you crush her. You're supposed to skip the 6th game of the series, bro.
When I set up a meeting with my associates and you don't show up, it reflects poorly on me. Like you could show me some appreciation.
A little appreciation? Do you know how easy this is for me? This is probably a total waste of my time.
It's gone. Let it go, bud. Maybe it's not gone. Okay, withdrawn.
I can't do this proof. But you can, and when it comes to that, it's only about... It's just a handful of people in the world who can tell the difference between you and me.
Most days I wish I never met you.
Wow. I didn't have to walk around with the knowledge that there was someone like you out there. I didn't have to watch you throw it all away.
I have very mixed feelings, I think. I don't know what to feel.
Do you have a soulmate? I'm talking about someone who opens up things for you, touches your soul.
Shakespeare, Nietzsche, Frost, O'Connor, Kant, Pope, Locke.
That's great. They're all dead. You can't give back to them, Will.
No, without some serious smelling salts and a heater.
Yeah. What are you passionate about? What do you want?
think he knows.
I mean, there are guys who work their entire life laying brick so their kids have a chance at the opportunities you have here.
Well, what's wrong with laying brick?
Nothing.
There's nothing wrong with it. That's somebody's home I'm building.
Right, and that's honorable.
You lecturing me on life? Look at you, you burnout. Where's your soulmate? You want to talk about soulmates? Where is she?
Dead.
And you just cash in your chips and you walk away?
Hey, at least I played a hand.
Oh, and you played a hand and you lost. And some people lose a big hand like that and have the sack to ante up again.
What do you want to do?
Come on. Just answer.
Because you don't know.
Say you don't know if you don't know. That's okay. Stop deflecting.
Taking all these job interviews and stuff, so not gonna be just a construction worker.
Well, you know, I never really cared about that.
She cared about you, bud.
I love you.
Apparently, she's still willing to take you back.
Well,
take care.
Stop pushing everyone away, dude. I mean, it's like she's still sitting there like, hey, maybe he'll show up. Maybe he'll show up. But guess what? He didn't show up. Will. But he is gonna watch the plane leave from a distance. Because he cares, but he's scared to take the leap. He's scared to skip the game.
What's up?
I mean, look, if this job, if this life is what Will really wants, great. But he's not choosing it. He's just scared to choose something else. He doesn't know what he wants.
I want a way out of here for. I mean, I'm gonna live here the rest of my life.
Look, you're my best friend, so don't take this the wrong way. But in 20 years, if you're still living here, I'll kill you.
Chuck is a good friend, yo.
You got something none of us have.
Oh, come on. Why is it always this? I mean, I owe it to myself.
No. You don't owe it to yourself. You owe it to me.
I love it.
Because I'd do anything to have what you got. It'd be an insult to us if you're still here in 20 years. You know what the best part of my day is? For about 10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb when I get to your door. Because I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there.
Why is he hiding? Why doesn't he trust anybody? Because the first thing that happened to him, he was abandoned by the people who were supposed to love him the most. He pushes people away before they have a chance to leave him. And if you push him right now, it's going to be the same thing all over again, and I'm not going to let that happen to him.
Don't infect him with the idea that it's okay to quit, that it's okay to be a failure.
That's not what he's saying!
If you're angry at me for being successful, for being what you could have been, Sean.
I'm not angry at you, Jack.
Don't blame me for how your life turned out. It's not my fault.
I don't blame you. It's not about you. It's about the boy. He's a good kid, and I won't see him up.
Yes!
I can come back. You had any experience with that, personally?
That's a question.
Yeah, I have. I don't know a lot. You see this? This is not your fault.
You can know it and still blame yourself.
It's not your fault. Don't with me. It's not your fault.
I'm so sorry.
What a scene.
I'm Will Hunting. I'm here about a position.
Could you just have a seat for a moment?
Interesting choice to have almost sounds like a children's choir. It's kind of like I don't know, not awakening in a sense, but a healing, maybe? A restoration to a more childlike place. Things don't happen that fast, but...
I went down there and I talked to my boss and my new boss. He seemed like a good guy.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, you know, I think so.
Good for you.
I just want you to know, Sean, that...
You're welcome, Will. I'll be traveling around a bit.
You call that?
I'll get back to you right away. Just gonna put my money back on the table and see what kind of cards I get.
I love this movie. It's not quite over, but I couldn't wait any longer to say it.
Happy birthday.
Wow,
You knew you had to
man.
get back and forth to Cambridge for your new job, and
He's not there. What's the note say? What's the note say, though? You know, I knew this scene was gonna happen, but darn, it's still really satisfying to watch. Just because something's predictable doesn't mean it's bad.
If the professor calls about that job, just tell him, sorry. I had to go see about a girl. Well.
Turn it around.
He stole my line.
Oh, man. Yo! Incredible film. Incredible film. Are you gonna roll the credits as the car's leaving? I don't think we need to see anything else. I feel like this is a good ending point. Like, he's on the road, the future's wide open, he's facing his fears. Yeah. Woo! Such a satisfying film. I mean, we had the unlikely hero overcoming the obstacle, which in this case, the primary obstacle was himself. Finally decided to go after the job, and then seemingly, maybe, possibly gave that up to go see about a girl. And he can find a job there if he wants, right? You know, I think one of the principles that I think his friend, that Chucky really brought out, is that, oh, don't need these. One of the key principles Chucky, I think, really brought out was like, you have something that I don't have. I think it really took Chucky to help him recognize and understand that. I loved the relationship between Will and Sean. I thought that was just, I mean, look, with different actors, that wouldn't have worked. Like, you needed Robin Williams in that role. And he just did such a phenomenal job. I love that he was such a, you know, he had his own issues that he was working with, right? Now, historically, we don't want our therapists to be working out their issues during our session, right? But I thought it was really enjoyable to watch, and I really liked their relationship. And despite the weird way it started, he shouldn't have grabbed him by the neck, but just as this film developed, it just was really, really, really well done. I liked how this really was just taking time to deal with the issues of Will's past and his inner demons. So much of this film is really just about the inner life of Will and how it's expressed on the outward. You never really know what's going on inside someone's mind, inside someone, just from looking at them on the outside and how they live their lives. We never really know what the motivation is behind the decisions that they make. I can't finish this out without talking about that scene where Sean says, "It's not your fault, it's not your fault, it's not your fault." Because it was dang powerful. What a moment. And it, just saying that over and over again, even though like he didn't want to hear it, even though he's like, I know, but there is a difference between knowing it's not your fault. Like, yeah, like my foster dad beat me, it's not my fault, it's his problem, not mine. But it's different when you know it, because you can intellectually recognize like, hey, that is not my fault. But you can still believe it is in your heart, in the way that it can still affect your life and your decision making, and you can still carry around that burden of feeling like you're less valuable because of a decision somebody else made. And if you're still watching this, I hope you know that you are not less valuable because of what somebody else did to you. I think it's also important to recognize that just because something isn't your fault doesn't mean you are not responsible with how you respond to it. And in this case, what happened to Will is not his fault, but he is responsible to not let it derail his life forever. So he can't keep pushing people away. He can't use it as an excuse. Well, what happened to me is not my fault, so now I have a free pass and an excuse to push people away, to be a jerk or whatever, right? He has to take responsibility, and recognizing it's not your fault is actually the first step in taking that responsibility, right? Hey, that's not my fault. Now I need to do whatever I need to do, get counseling, get medication, do whatever I need to do so that I can begin to heal, move on, and take responsibility for my life. And I thought the way that they just approached this film was incredible, 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 incredible. And I loved it so much. And I'm so glad I got to watch it. I'm so glad that you decided to watch this with me. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me today and watching this film. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Subscribe for more content like this. Here's some other videos you might want to check out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.